Whoops. Okay. I have Spotify. Chuck. What? I'm streaming. Me, fool. Yeah, let's get it. All right, so right now I'm working on a project. I'll give you guys a peek. Little amethyst, tumbled stone. Nope, wrong way. All right, turns out I'm not working on an amethyst project because I have no more square wire. which means I'm going to be working on this Viking knit jam right here. So let's hang. Yeah, wow. This is, I think about maybe 3 to 4 yards of wire that I'm working with. 30 gauge round. This right here took me like 3 hours, and just this little section right here. So you see what I'm doing. This process is pretty long. Royalty free music is popping right now. So this is what I'm working on right now, Herman. It's a Viking knit double weave. Here's a single weave. I got a lot of projects. I'll give you a peek. Let's do this the easy way. This one's one of my favorites for sure. This is one of the first ones of the stacked. stacks that I was talking about. Uh, so as you can see, a lot of the work goes into actually making the pieces separately and then just tying them all together. You could always dive deeper and like weave everything together, but I was just very eager to, just kind of combine it all first, so I have a basic idea of how to put it together, and then the more detail comes later on. Thank you, Isaac. I appreciate that. I'm blushing. What tips would you give to a beginner that wants to start doing more complex? Depends on your definition of complex. I feel like what I do is really simple. It's just you make the pieces separately, and then you just, I like what this one person said, you Frankenstein it. You just kind of put it all together and just go with the flow of everything. Like I said, my pieces, most of the work is made separately. I'll show you guys this too. Like I have so many pieces everywhere right now. So we're saving this for something special. Here are two box weaves. These stones are tiny. I ordered, I guess like from the site I ordered them on. I had ordered another batch earlier, and they were a little bit bigger. I thought they were the same thing, but those are really small, but we're still working with them. It came out really nice. Can you guys hear the music? I don't know. Thank you, Amy. Jay, do I start with a frame? I normally start with like a centerpiece or like an idea of how I want the shape of my pendant to look. So with these stacks, I started off with the prong setting as my centerpiece, and then I just built around it in the easiest way possible. I'm trying to minimize the amount of work, or I guess like just minimize the amount of time. Just I want to minimize the weaving time, really. I want to make all the patterns and then put it all together, if that makes sense. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Any music. Because I have music playing. I don't know if you guys can hear it. And how's the quality? I need to know about that for sure. Because it says here I'm at 60 FPS. Decent bit rate for my internet. Just so I can give you guys the best quality stream that I can. No music? Shit. Oh, I can't cuss on here. Fudge.
There are so many things I want to do at Hershey Park. Coasters, water slides, chocolate milkshakes. That's why I booked the 2-day stay and play package at the official resorts of Hershey Park. It's time to hit the hotel pool and we get early access to the park. Book your getaway at HersheyPark.com.
Addiction takes hold when and where you least expect it.
You may not see solutions, but there are.
Medications that can support recovery helped us get our lives back on track.
And they can help you too.
Ask your doctor about medication that can support.
Call 844-REACH-NJ to learn about medication that can support your recovery.
A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
What does family planning mean to you? If, like many, your first thought was about, planning to have kids, you'd be right. But there's so much more to. Sexual health care are for people of all genders, that it's not just
Okay, so I got the audio right.
for adults, but teens too. Don't wait to get the high quality and affordable reproductive and sexual health care you need. For more information and to find one of the many locations throughout New Jersey, visit njfpl.org.
Let's see. Alright, let me know if it's too loud. If it's like overtaking my voice. Well, I'm the engineer. I should figure it out. So you guys working on raps right now? What are you guys doing? Better be working on them prong settings. That's pretty cool that you're using electrical wire. My dad, he was trying to get into it, and he's like talking about the wire that he can get his hands on. I was like, hey man, use what you can. I think that's awesome, you know? If you're gonna buy it, so my rule of thumb is, what style are you really going for? Are you looking to do like weaving patterns or like framey kind of stuff, you know? So generally, I'm in the middle because I like to have like a little balance of both. So I buy a little bit of everything, okay? So I got 30 gauge wire round for my weaving, and then 22 square and 24 square for my for the prong setting, of course. And then I get half round, which you can generally get from 21 to 24. So you got your base wires, you got your weaving wire, and then the half round is really just to tie it all in. So it's not like you have to do like an extra 100 rounds with your 30 gauge round wire. I get a little bit of everything. I get mostly round, thin round wire. I go from 24 to 30 for round. 22 to 24 square. 21 to 24 half round. Make sure you write that down. I'm honestly about to start writing down like all the measurements and stuff of everything that I do, just because I think it's good to keep record of your projects and like all the materials that you use, you know what I'm saying? It just feels professional, you know? No, thank you guys for joining me right now. This is awesome. I was so nervous. I don't know why. What about hardness? That's what I've been struggling with before committing to placing an order. That's a great question. Oh man, I picked up this wrap and I can't tell what this girl's using in terms of hardness. Like, it's so solid and strong. I don't want to say it's like full hard, but this shit's hard. It's like the most solid wrap I've ever felt. So I'm trying to lean more towards half hard, and it's working pretty well for me. The most I've ever sold a piece for. I think the most was 300, which was just recently too. And I was at an event. An event 2 weeks ago, or 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it was, one of my latest pieces. Didn't take any pictures of it. But homie bought it for 300. No questions asked. So, super grateful. And people tell me like, oh, you should charge way more. I can't. I'm so picky about like my pricing and everything. It depends on the finish and the time. You know, I'm not gonna bust people's chops for not a high quality finish. You know what I'm saying? But the piece was fire. It was my favorite piece, I think, to this day. Just the way it turned out. I think I have a picture of it somewhere. Just not like a picture with my Canon camera.
I see my feelings so true, but am I blinded by you?
But if you're wondering about the hardness, go with
Made it all the way through, but am I blinded by you?
for the square wire. If you're gonna get square, go with half hard square wires, and then dead soft round wire. You're just a little bit more in control of the weaving, and it's less hard on your hands. Like I remember half hard, really thin wire, like 20 or the 26 and 30. Like this shit'll cut through your fingers if you're not careful. Have in mind where are you based out of, because Rio Grande has great selections of wire for a decent price. What city do I live in? I live in a suburb. I live in New Jersey. Let me know how the quality is of the stream, guys. This information is quite important to me. Any skips, lag, delays. Yo, that's what I'm saying, Rob. This is copyright free music on Spotify. This shit's fire right now. Quality's good. All right. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So I'm working on a Viking knit weave. I'll give you a closer look in just a sec. Been watching a lot of videos with bracelets and chains. I feel like that's the next step. And then trying to combine the chain patterns with like pendants and earrings and things like that. I think it'd be a really nice touch.
Sure, you may be able to hear just how crispy the McDonald's crispy juicy tender chicken sandwich is, but that's just the beginning. The full crispy juicy tender experience comes after you take your first bite.
Even the
Why
commercials
stop
lit.
there?
So fun.
Order ahead on the app and get medium fries and soft drink for free.
Have you ever worked
Now
with
that's a deal that tastes
Argentium?
even better than it
No, I
sounds.
have not.
Valid 8:30 to 9:19, 10:11 to 10:31, and 11:22 to 12:12:21. Valid one time per week. McDonald's app download and registration required.
So,
Honda
I'm
Summer Sales Event. One summer adventure
Commercials
leads to
throwing me
another.
off.
Start with a great offer on a new Honda, and beyond your beach weekends, deep forest discoveries, and sunsets.
so generally for
built yourself.
like
For a limited time,
putting it all
qualified
together.
buyers can get 1.9% APR on the 2021 Honda
I like to span everything out, so it takes me about 45 minutes to do a coil. It takes me 45 minutes to do almost everything. So I'm going to say 15 hours. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Maybe like 5 hours. Depends on how big I want the piece. I tend to keep them really small just because, I don't know, me personally, I don't want like a big fucking piece on my neck. But, you know, everybody's different. So I like to keep mine generally very small. So 4 to 5 hours. If it's any bigger, you know, it's obviously going to take maybe like 8 to 10 hours. It's hot. The AC ain't on because it's it's big and it's loud, so I don't want to ruin the audio quality with that running in the background. So if I start breaking sweats for you guys, right? So yeah, let me show you the this weed that I'm working on. That took me about 3 hours yesterday. I'm working with about 3 to 4 yards of wire. It's so pretty. I love it. Here's the same design after it's been pulled through a draw plate, but this is a single weave, which also came out really nice. Put this on like a half bracelet maybe. Do like maybe 2 along the side of it. That'd be fresh. So I'm really excited to see what this turns out, or how this one turns out. Have I worked with argentium? No, I haven't. The most I've worked with, the materials I've worked with is silver, copper, and gold. I got 14 karat gold sitting in my little toolbox. Yeah, Viking net is really pretty. I love the idea of it just being all one wire. You know, I look for things that are like minimal effort, minimal work, really, or just like there's a term, ease of life, I guess, like the ease of doing it. You know, there's not like a bunch of steps I have to take. So that's what got me into it. It's just, what is it, 2 pieces of wire, and then the rest is all just loops. But what I have been looking at recently is some snake chains. Wow. Like, that's on my list of I need. Yeah, this is like a 6-hour project, right? For like maybe 5 inches of product. So I'm doing this with copper because I eventually want to do this with the 14K gold. And this is 30 gauge wire, so it's really thin. And the video I watched, she used 24 gauge and a Sharpie marker. So I was thinking, if I go thinner, I have to use a thinner tool to do my pattern on. And it's coming out really well. I'm excited. Are you on IG? Yeah, of course. I'll post it up here. I guess I could just type it in. all one word, at Golden Gates. How much gold do you normally get? So this is my first batch of gold. I bought what I would usually buy of copper, but just in gold. So I got, the only thing I didn't get was the 24, or really just the square wire. And the 24 gauge round wire. So I got 22, 24 half round, because I'm doing a lot of rings. I got the 30 gauge round wire, and that was 1420 gold. So it's like not full 14 karat gold. It's like partially. It's more than gold plated. But then I have a spool of just straight 14 karat gold, 30 gauge, just waiting. So I got a little bit. This shit, it was really expensive. So I spent like maybe, I don't know how much I spent on the gold. I think I spent maybe like 800 or 900, probably more than that, on the 1420 gold and the 14 karat gold. The 14 karat gold was the most expensive. It was like 400 bucks. Do you do on any soldering on anything you make? So I've tried and I've succeeded, and then I'm just not really good with soldering. I keep trying. I have everything I need for soldering, but it's just, the thing is, I don't know how to use the torch. I can't fill it with fuel, so I can't fill it all the way. And I'm pretty sure the flame isn't getting hot enough because there's no fuel in it, so I can't use it. I can't fill the damn thing. But I have successfully soldered a ring, and then I ran it over, or got ran over with the rest of my jewelry box. R.I.P. Yeah.
Looking for a great college close to home? Check out Vaughn. Small classes? Check. Proven online learning options?
Huh?
Check. 99% job placement rate and ongoing
go
career
for it.
support? Check. Future-proof programs?
I'm gonna end it soon.
Check. That's
It's
Vaughn.
getting way too
Stay
hot.
close. Go far.
I always wonder how Coca-Cola tastes so good at McDonald's. Is it the way it flows through the straw? Or is it the ice-cold taste that's so refreshing? Or
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Coke and Fizz?
I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the questions. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Like a Coca-Cola for only $1.
Start that vacuum up.
McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Peace out, guys.
Get ready because it's go time at Wind Creek Bethlehem. Time to dine,